I just got home and there's a new ram in my driveway. Where did he come from? This is my vintage ProSource model 1113C air compressor with a 120 volt, 2 horsepower electric motor and a 13-gallon tank. I know it's vintage because, well, look at it. That and the internet told me it was. I suspect it's probably 30 years old, but I don't know the exact age because the tag on the side doesn't have a manufacturer date. I tried to find as much information as I could on this model through the Google machine, but there just isn't any, so I know I'm dealing with a relic for sure. I bought it used about 10 years ago for 30 smackers. It didn't come with a hose or fitting, so I had to buy some. 5 years ago, I bought a new pressure switch and a regulator because the housing cracked on the original one as I was trying to replace one of the fittings. Because, of course. Anyway, the old girl has been working real good ever since, except just recently when I was trying to air up the tires on old Silver Rusto. As the compressor was building pressure, the noise it makes suddenly changed. It's hard to describe, but ever since I heard that noise change, the compressor won't build more than 30 psi of pressure. Weird, right? Alright, so this thing's been running for several minutes, and it's only built up to like 32 or 35 psi. This thing is not going to shut off, it's going to keep running because it won't hit its cutoff. So what's the deal with this thing? Well, the air compressor ain't talking, so I'm going to have to open her up and see what's going wrong with it. After unscrewing the air filter, the cover comes off with 4 screws. Better unplug it, safety third, and I might as well let the air out too. I'm going to remove the cylinder head with my dynamic tool set. Pick up a set yourself at shopdynamictools.com. You'll get a quality set of tools with a lifetime warranty. Use code Detonator15 every time you order and receive 15% off. Or don't if you hate saving money. Shopdynamictools.com, code Detonator15. Alright, so we've got this air compressor torn down, got the head off of it. This little thing right here is called the reed valve. And I thought potentially this thing was cracked or broken. You can see the circle right here matches with that. As this piston raises, it shoves air through this hole, or these holes. Comes out of this 90 into this tube and it feeds the tank. When the piston retracts down into this bore, it will open this reed valve and air will be drawn in from the intake right here. So air gets drawn in, fills that cavity, piston comes back up, it pushes that air that was just drawn in back through there, and the cycle continues. I thought this was going to be my culprit, and it is not. So this is a gasket, and there's a thick plate, and then there's a gasket on the other side of that. So my second guess is I've got a bad gasket and it's leaking the air out that it had drawn in. So let's go take this thing apart and see what the condition of the gasket is. When this thing was running the other day, there was a definite noise change in how this thing was running. So it does pump to 30 pounds, but it doesn't go above that. Maybe it can only go to 30 and it can't push anymore because the piston rings are bad. I don't know. Let's check this thing out. I have no idea how old this compressor is, so I don't know how old these gaskets are. Yep, it looks like the gasket blew right here. It's wide open. Well, it looks like a new gasket is going to be in order, assuming I can find the part online somewhere. That is going to be the question. I believe if we fix the gasket, we fix the problem with this compressor, which is great because I have been shopping air compressors for the last few days, and I'm not liking what I see price-wise. Scrape this off and get that all cleaned up, and we'll see if I can't find a new gasket for this thing. Alright, so I got that pretty well cleaned up. This is the other side of the reed valve. There's a thin piece of metal. I don't know if you can see that. There's the metal right there. There are two reed valves in the head of these compressors. One deals with the induction and one deals with the exhaust into the tank. So I'm gonna have to go online and see if I can find replacement gaskets for this old compressor. Let's see what I can find. Okay, so I went on to Amazon and I found a replacement gasket kit. My valves look like they're in pretty good shape. I believe these are pretty heavy duty. This is a very old air compressor. They don't make stuff like they used to. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these valves and just replace the gaskets. I got the order placed, should be here in about 2 days. So we'll get back to this after I get the gaskets in the mail. Until then. All right, so my gaskets came in. I got these off of Amazon. This is the part number on the package. Made in China. The gaskets themselves look like they're pretty good quality actually. Pretty thick. So we're gonna use this one and this one. Not sure yet if I'm gonna use this one, which goes underneath the cylinder. We'll see. Okay, I'm looking at this thing and this gasket is torn as well. I'm gonna have to lift this thing all the way out. Hopefully I'll get that piston to go back in there with the piston rings. All right, let's clean this up. I'll drop this rag down in here. Fresh, clean rag. Now I'll get that gasket off. I'm trying to put this piston back in. I don't have a piston ring compressor. Guess I really didn't need one. Okay, put this connecting rod back on the crank. Not sure if that's the right way the head goes on, but okay, I had that backwards was. You know what? I didn't put my gasket on.
He's a genius, huh?
That's what they tell me.
Nothing like redoing work you've already done. And my order of operations backwards. Anyway, new gasket. Looking down the bolt holes, making sure everything lines up. Looks good. Put these little dowel pins back in. And then the reed valve. And the gasket. Okay, then the plate with the other reed valve. Set that on those dowels. There we go. Line up the gasket. Then the other gasket. And then the head. Okay, I can see all the way down each of the holes for the bolts, so everything's lined up just perfect. We'll get these bolts put in, tighten this puppy down, and Lord willing, this fixes it. Clean the threads up on these bolts. I got my socket wrenched and we'll just tighten these down by hand. I definitely don't want to torque this down so much that I crack the head or cylinder somehow. That would be a drag. You know what? I probably should have put some blue Loctite on these bolts. Yeah, probably should have. Alright, I decided to go ahead and do it. Way too much. Just gonna do that for the rest of them. Okay, I'm gonna put this air fitting back together. Okay, shroud, then air filter. Okay, we're ready to fire this puppy up. Alright, let's see if I fixed it or if I made it worse. Or if it's about the same. Here goes nothing. Alright, it's building pressure. Do you ever try to record something only to not actually hit the record button? Then when you're quote unquote done recording, saying everything you wanted to say, you actually hit the record button, not realizing you got the whole operation backwards? Yeah, me too. I forget what I said when I thought I was recording. Something about not seeing the needle move on the gauge and briefly freaking that I didn't actually fix the compressor, something like that. Tank should be happy. I drained all the old water out of it. Poop brown water came out of it. About 95. Should cut off about 110 maybe, 120. All right, it just shut off at about 110. Hallelujah, this puppy's fixed. Really, that is quite a relief to have spent less than $10 and I fixed my air compressor. I was looking at new air compressors. All these brands out there are awfully proud of their air compressors because they are high priced. Anyway, thank the Lord that puppy is fixed. I don't have to go buy a new air compressor. We'll get some more use out of this thing yet. I almost bought an air compressor the other day. I was looking at them, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna pull the trigger and just buy it. No, I thought better of it. I thought I'll go ahead and tear this thing down, try to find what's wrong with it. Just a little bit of time and patience, less than 10 bucks, my air compressor's working. I'm sorry I gave up on you so quickly. I'm sorry, sorry. All right, the compressor just kicked on. I'm gonna air up this tire, it's awfully low. Okay, it just shut off. Let's see how flat this tire is. So glad to have that air compressor back. Well, that'll wrap up this video. Be sure to check out my channel for more automotive content. Check out the links in the description if you're interested in any Daninator apparel. Any purchase there is greatly appreciated as it helps this channel grow. As always, thanks for watching. God bless. Be sure and hit that like switch on your way out. See you next time.